You guys, Kanye West has dropped a new project, okay? He had a listening party. He's here in South Florida at the Sawgrass Mall. You guys know that we're streaming from South Florida, all right? We are South Florida, not necessarily natives. I'm born in Brooklyn, New York, but I'm damn near South Florida native, all right? How I rep this Florida thing. You heard me? So the man had an event here at the Sawgrass Mall. And what I've been hearing from Kanye, man, listen, hold up. Clap it up for Kanye. Now, listen, we're going to get to the Kanye rant. I'm going to get to the Kanye rant, but right now I want to speak about Kanye's music. There's some things I've heard. Listen, sonically right now, Kanye's music is sounding crazy. Crazy. Let's make that clear. So he did an event in which he had a lot of people in attendance at the show. All right? It was called the Rave. Now, it looks to be, shout out to Kodak Black. Kodak Black was in the building. Let me get some gunshots for everybody's building. Shout out to Kodak Black that was in the building. All right. Ty Dolla $ign. Obviously, that was a collaborative project with Ty Dolla $ign. Shout out to Ty Dolla $ign. I was in the building. Cardi was trying to get there, but there was some pictures after they took. Cardi wasn't able to make it, but we're still gonna give a shout out to Cardi. All right. Little Durk, Chicago's own Little Durk was in the building. You guys know these guys are all Chicago natives. Little Durk, Kanye West, and there's another Chicago native in the building. So shout out to Little Durk, that part. There's a guy that goes by the name of Bumpy Johnson. A lot of people are not familiar, but I'm pretty sure a lot of the Chicago natives are familiar with Bumpy Johnson, all right? This original gangster, a rapper out of Chicago that was talking that gangster shit, and he had went to jail for a very long time. I'm not sure what it was about. I don't know if it was a bank robbery. Excuse me if I'm wrong about that, but he went to jail for a very long time, which he got released. He wasn't able to get back to where he was prior to being locked up, but I think he's gonna premiere he's premiering on Kanye West's album. So shout out to Bump J that was in the building for Kanye West's album listening at the Sawgrass Mall. That part. Shout out to everybody who's in the building. There's a lot of people in attendance at Kanye West's show. Now, you guys, sonically, Kanye West is killing them right now. Kanye West is killing them. He's resilient, musically wise. He's killing them right now, all right? The sounds that I heard coming from Kanye West. Remember, Kanye West was a producer also. He has an ear for this. He's similar to Dr. Dre. Not with the perfection, but yes, he's a perfectionist. Shout out to Kanye West on that new project sounding magnifique, fire. Kanye West's new project sounds fire. We got to give out the shout out to Kanye West. His daughter was in the building. West was in the building, or North. Forgive me. He has West, North, Saint. I don't know the first daughter, the one that's extremely in love with him. All right. She's always dressing up as her father for Halloween. She's always mimicking her father. All right. Shout out to Kanye West's daughter that was in the building on stage. That part. There's a lot of people. You guys do me a favor. As soon as you come in the building, hit the like button. You guys come in the building. Make sure you guys are sharing this podcast with all your families and friends and let them know that we're going on tonight. And I went on late a little bit, but keep in mind, it's the birthday boy. Forgive me. My birthday is tomorrow, all right? So I went on late today. I'm about 30, 45 minutes late. You know what I mean? Typically, I go on around 7 to 7:15, I go on, all right? But nonetheless, I'm a little bit late today. But guess what, man? Kanye, we're speaking about Kanye right now. And we're going to speak about a lot of other things. But nonetheless, Kanye album is sounding fire. The joints that I heard on it. Now, you guys, I'm starting to reconsider my placement of Kanye in the top 5. You already know in hip-hop, everybody has a top 5 in hip-hop. We have the typical people. Typically, you're going to put Tupac in your top 5. Hold up. Typically, Tupac goes in your top 5. Gunshots for Tupac. Typically, you would put Biggie Smalls in your top 5. Typically, you would put Jay-Z in your top 5. All right, typically, you're going to place Nas. If you're a real hip-hop connoisseur, like I am, I'm a hip-hop connoisseur. All right, I'm going to put Nas in my top 5. All right, now, can't forget, last but not least, but first, I should have, but you know what they say, save the best for last, right? Rakim goes in my top 5. Hands down, without a shadow of a doubt, unequivocally, he is the #1 rapper that I consider in hip hop. Rakim Allah, the God. You heard me? Shout out to Rakim. Now listen, you guys, I'm starting to reconsider my top 5. I'm really taking this into consideration since I've heard Kanye West's new project. I'm reconsidering my top 5. Okay? Now, I'm going to give you my top 5. I'm going to give y'all my top 5. First of all, number 1 on my list, like I said before, Rakim. Rakim is number 1 on my list, all right? Right behind Rakim, when I speak about these people, I'm going to break it down why I even put these people in this order, all right? First of all, Rakim is the God MC. He's the first one that really started taking this rap shit serious, and it just wasn't a hop to the hippie to the hip. It just wasn't that. It was sophisticated rap. The first time I see somebody that do rap on a sophisticated level, Rakim is the one that made me respect rap. Before I used to listen to LL Cool J, I thought hip-hop was cool. Hip-hop was very amusing. You know what I mean? My radio, I loved all that. But when I heard Rakim rap, it made me gain a respect for this art form called hip-hop, all right? Now, the person that I place at number 2, I put Mr. Tupac Shakur. Now, there's a reason why I put Tupac at number 2. Tupac is the most outstanding. He left the biggest impression on rap, if you ask me, if you're asking my expertise, right? He left the biggest impact on hip-hop. He had one of the most accomplishments in hip-hop. He just wasn't a rapper, all right? He spawned a whole thug life movement where everybody started adding thug to their name and started thugging. He just wasn't a rapper. He was an actor. He just wasn't a rapper and an actor. He was an activist. There was none of his kind like that prior. He was a 3-headed monster, a rapper, actor, and a black activist. Because of Tupac Shakur's premature death, that made him a martyr. He's the first martyr of hip-hop. Machiavelli the Don. Yeah, all right? Machiavelli. It's to the point that people even think that Tupac is still alive. And then guess what? I might feel like that too. I might think Pac is still alive too. Why not? Why not? He's mystical like that. He changed his name to Machiavelli. Do you guys know who Machiavelli was? That was the nigga that faked his death so he could come for his enemies. He faked his death. Shout out to Tupac. So we got Rakim and Tupac at the top. You know who I put at number 3 as the top, the third number 1 rapper to me in hip hop? I put Mr. Nas, Nostradamus, Nasty Nas, Illmatic Nas. First of all, Nas is prolific. He goes without, he doesn't even need an introduction, but I'm going to give Nas his introduction. He's never seen his story form. Poetically, he's untouchable. All right, his projects, his classics. He's brought up in everybody's top 5. What did Jay-Z said? Tupac, Jay-Z and Nas, Tupac, Biggie and Nas. What he said? Didn't Jay-Z mention Nas? Every other rapper mentioned Nas. Tupac mentioned Nas. Biggie covered Nas's, rest in peace Big, no disrespect to Big. Big covered Nas's album cover. Nah, Nas left an impression on hip hop, not just with the consumers, but the actual rappers. Nas is a rapper's rapper. Who Cameron said he used to love Nas, Cameron, and Jim Jones. You remember when Cameron and Jim Jones was going at it with Nas, and they still admitted that Nas was their top rapper? That's why they feel emotional about them going at it with Nas. Didn't Nas dismantle the whole Queensbridge? That's the general. Nas is the general. So let's run it back. Who we have? We're going top 3 right now. I said Rakim. I said Tupac. I said Nas. The top 3 rappers, all right? We're naming my top 5, okay? So now, in that fourth position, I would have begged to differ with Biggie and Jay-Z. But I'm swaying to Biggie's side right now. Biggie Smalls gets my top 4. Nobody had doper lyrical patterns than Biggie. Biggie, Jay-Z patted himself after Biggie's the untimely, his premature demise, his premature death. Okay? Jay-Z patted himself behind Biggie. Jay-Z quotes Biggie all the time. Some would say, well, we're about to go to this next one. This is a segue to Jay-Z. Jay-Z was at my 5th spot. But some would say that if Tupac and Biggie were still alive, Jay-Z wouldn't be in the position he's in. Holy smoke. A lot of people are under the impression that if Biggie and Tupac were still alive, Jay-Z would not be in the position that he's in, right? So we have to put Biggie before Jay-Z. It's a must. And nobody can compare to Jay-Z's, nobody can compare to Biggie's, his rhyme patterns, all right? He's the best to do it when you're speaking about rhyme patterns. Nas is the most genuine. Rakim is left the biggest impact. He's the starter of this whole shit. He started this shit. All right? Now, and you already know where Tupac's at. You know how Tupac left the game fucked up. You know Tupac ran the game. Tupac Shakur ran the game. Rapper, actor, activist. One of my favorites. All right? He's a martyr right now. He's a legend. Immortal. He's immortal. People don't even believe Tupac is dead. I don't believe he's dead either. Don't kill me. Now listen, there's a 5th spot right now. There's a 5th spot that I'm confused at right now. I would usually put Jay-Z at my 5th spot. Jigga Man. Now look at the accomplishments of Jay-Z. Hold up. Jay-Z got some accomplishments, y'all. Jay-Z is hip-hop's exec. He's made it the furthest corporate-wise in hip-hop. Jay-Z has made it to the White House. Jay-Z ran Def Jam. He bought back his masters. He had one of the best, he was part of one of the best conglomerates, one of the best labels known in hip-hop, Rockefeller, which transitioned into Rock Nation. Jay-Z's married to the most influential woman on the earth right now. They consider, let's get this clear now. They consider Beyonce the most influential woman on the earth. Everybody was a threat. Jay-Z was a threat to everybody. Jay-Z, I think, was doing better numbers. I'm not sure. I know he broke numbers with singles and being #1 on the Billboard. Jay-Z's up there. And you know, we could have spoke about Drake, but I can't put Drake before Jay-Z. And I ain't here to argue that. I know a lot of people are these LeBron, y'all new LeBron fans, the new Drake fans. Y'all niggas are trying to diminish and y'all trying to remove all the legends, right? People want LeBron to take Jordan's place. It'll never happen. People want Drake to take Jay-Z's place. It'll never happen. Not in my eyes. It'll never happen. Drake can't take Jay-Z's place. Drake patterns himself after Jay-Z. There's no way. If we just talk about slaps, yeah, Drake is up. Drake is probably top 7, all right? But this is not about Drake right now. This ain't about Drake. What I'm speaking about right now, I'm considering putting Kanye West in my top 5. I am truly considering removing Jay-Z, pushing Jay-Z to the side, and putting Kanye in my top 5. Don't kill me. Don't shoot the messenger. Please don't shoot the messenger. I'm really considering putting Kanye in my top 5 slot of best all-time rappers of all time. I'm really considering moving Jay-Z to the right or a little bit to the left. I'm considering putting Jay-Z at 6th man. And some would consider this blasphemous, right? Because Jay-Z's the one that put on Kanye. Imagine all the achievements that Jay-Z had. But let's talk about album for album. Nobody's fucking with Ye. Nobody's fucking with Yeezy. Jay-Z's album for album is not fucking with Yeezy. I'm just gonna be honest with you. The quotables. Listen, this is a tight race. This is a tight race. A lot of people are gonna disagree with what I'm saying, but I'm strongly considering putting Kanye West in my top 5, Yeezy in my top 5 slot and removing Jay-Z, pushing Jay-Z to the left. Jay-Z's fire. Listen, it's hard. This is heart-wrenching. This is not easy for me, okay? You already know these top 5 spots, putting people in the top 5. That's not easy, placing people in a correct order in the top 5. Because things are subject to change every time these artists drop new projects, okay? But nonetheless, Jay-Z has been dropping less projects. And a lot of stuff that Jay-Z's been dropping is lackluster. I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of features that Jay-Z's been doing with DJ Khaled, they've been cool. They're half and half, maybe 75-25. But some of that shit Jay-Z been dropping, it's been lackluster. But when you're speaking about Kanye West, he's profound, okay? Kanye West is different. Kanye West is the new Tupac, okay? His music speaks and it resonates and it reflects society in today's society. Remember what Kanye said? He is Shakespeare. Kanye said he is Shakespeare. Kanye West has the biggest influence on hip-hop since a Tupac. There's never been a more influential rapper on hip-hop than Kanye West. Let's make this clear. And respectfully so, we could break down all these different rappers. Nas is influential. Of course Nas, of course Rakim, of course. Of course Biggie. A lot of Biggie duplicates, of course. A lot of Jay-Z. Jay-Z's probably most people pattern. I give Jay-Z's probably the most duplicated style of the top 5 that I placed. Jay-Z's probably been duplicated more than anybody. Kanye West is a student of Jay-Z. Drake is a student of Jay-Z. Lil Wayne is a student of Jay-Z. Listen, the top rappers that we consider right now are all part of Jay-Z's lineage, all right? They come from Jay-Z's, they're Jay-Z offspring. These guys are to be considered Jay-Z's offspring. They came out of Jay-Z's nuts. Respectfully, I'm not saying figuratively, I'm speaking. Figuratively, no disrespect. Because I'm talking about all these rappers I'm talking about is rappers that I respect. I super respect all these rappers. But let me tell you, brother, let me tell you something. Jay-Z's flow is the most adopted flow. All these guys come from out of Jay-Z's offspring, all right? They're all sperm that come from Jay-Z, Jay-Z's offspring. I'm using that as an analogy, no disrespect. Lil Wayne, Drake, Kanye, all these are Jay-Z's offspring, okay? But I'm reconsidering my top 5. I'm about to take Jay-Z out of the top 5. I'm thinking about placing Kanye West in my top 5 rappers. Do we have to break it down again? Do we have to break this down again? Shout out to PLM in the building, that part. Shout out, you guys do me a favor. As soon as you guys come in the building, leave your name in the comment section. Leave a fingerprint. Let me know you're in the building. It's the birthday boy. Birthday tomorrow. All right? I need full cooperation. Make sure you guys are sharing this podcast. Okay? Listen, we got a new top 5 right now. L.O.T.S approved. New top 5 in hip-hop right now. All right? Rakim is number 1. Tupac Shakur is number 2. Nasty Nas, Nostradamus. Nasty Nas. Number 3. Number 4, rest in peace to the late great, Christopher Wallace. Biggie Smalls, Brooklyn's home. Brooklyn, we did it. Now, we have this last slot number 5. I don't know what to do. I'm losing my mind. I don't know who to put where. I don't know what to put, who to put what. I'm taking Jay-Z out of my top 5. Since Kanye West has dropped this new project, you guys got to listen to Kanye West's new project. He's the rapping Dr. Dre. He's the version of Dr. Dre could rap, okay? Kanye West's new project is fire. And I'm considering taking Jay-Z out of my top 5 and placing Kanye in my top 5. No. Jadakiss project. None of Jadakiss. Listen, Pierre. I love you, Peter Bully. I love you, homie. I love that you in the comment section, you dropping a comment. If you guys feel different, drop who's your top 5 in the comment section. I want to see what's your top 5, because I'm giving y'all my top 5. And guess what, Pierre? Jadakiss is not top 5. He's top 5 as in verse for verse. He's number 1 feature artist. He's the number 1 feature. No, I can't even say that. Lil Wayne has that. Lil Wayne is the number 1 feature artist. And after that, Jadakiss got it. But it's a close race. It's very close, all right? But nonetheless, Jada is top 5 verse for verse. Yeah, Jadakiss is top 5 dead or alive. You know what he said? Top 5 dead or alive, verse for verse. Nobody can go verse for verse for Jada, the quality of each one of his verses. Yes, Jada is top 5 in that regard, okay? Wayne is top 5. We talking about feature artists. Yes, he's the top 5, and he's top 5 in punchline artists. Yes, we can have these discussions all day. But nah, Jadakiss album-wise, P, Jadakiss cannot compare no albums to Nas. Jadakiss cannot compare no albums to Tupac Shakur. Jadakiss cannot compare no albums to Biggie Smalls. Jadakiss cannot compare no album to Kanye West. Jadakiss cannot compare no album to Jay-Z. What we talking about here? What we talking about here? Listen. Matter of fact, Ye does write. So you want to take it away. You want to take this away from Kanye because he doesn't write. Now I ain't gonna lie, and I thought about that earlier too. But I'm still with it. I still don't know. Kanye West does not write all his shit. You ain't lying. I gotta give you credit on that one. Yes. P, I gotta call a spade a spade. Yes, my brother. I thought about that too. So the top 5, all of them they have to write all their shit. The top 5 rappers, they have to write, because the people that we named, they write all their shit. So that might be the only thing you ain't gonna lie. You change the dynamics of this. To be honest with you, Ye does not write all his shit. Ye don't write all his shit. Sci-Hi the Prince writes some of that. Drake wrote some of that. Nah, he doesn't write all his shit. Maybe even Pusha T wrote some of that. I don't know. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You made a great thing there. No. You brought up a great point. I gotta get to you. Kanye West does not write all his shit. But one thing I'm gonna say is, you talking about album-wise, album curators, or he got Jay-Z? Album-wise, if you want to say Kanye West as an album-wise, Kanye West got Jay-Z. He has Jay-Z as for albums. Kanye West got Jay-Z as in albums. I'm gonna be real with you. And that's another thing too. When you're speaking about, if you're talking about Kanye West and Drake, because Drake don't write all that shit either. So if we're talking about top 5 lyricist-wise, writing they shit, Jay-Z's still in top 5. Oh yeah. I ain't gonna lie, P, you did that. P, you brought us something very, very significant. You brought us something. Kanye does not write all that shit. Nah. Raekwon is top 5 albums. Raekwon is top 5 albums. You could put him, but nah, Raekwon is not going to surpass Tupac. He's not going to surpass Kanye. He's not going to surpass Biggie. He's not going to surpass Rakim. He's not going to surpass Jay-Z. Nah, Raekwon is not. He might be able to battle with Jay-Z. Raekwon might be able to battle with Jay-Z. Even though we get a little bit away. Ghostface, oh man. Ghostface might be, he's critically acclaimed now. You got to remember, when Ghostface drops a project, he's critically acclaimed. All right? He's eclectic. Some of the greatest connoisseurs they place Ghost amongst the greatest. Ghostface Tony Starks is the greatest when you're talking about being judged by some of the top platforms. All right? The top platforms considered Ghostface number 1. Let me say, the white boys love Ghostface. It's not just the black community. I heard white boys. You remember when we was at the Cheesecake Factory, Bizzle, when white boy was quoting Ghostface Killer. Ghostface Killer for real. No. You got to get Tony Starks, all right? But nonetheless, you guys, yeah. You know what? Album-wise, I put Kanye West. But we talking about lyricists. Let me see. I'm going with P with that one. I ain't going to lie. Lyricist-wise, if we're going to speak about lyricism, I'm going to put Jay-Z back in the 5th spot. Jay, you cool. Jay, your spot is solidified because Jay-Z write that shit. Yeah, Jay-Z write that shit. All right. Now check this out, y'all. Kanye West new project. You guys check out Kanye West new project. Now, Kanye West has been going on a rant, okay? Kanye West has been on a rant lately. He's speaking about them elites again. I don't want to speak about this right now, about all the elites. I'm going to be real with you. The stuff that Kanye got it hot right now. The feds all can watch you right now. You got this. You're too hot right now. We can't fuck with you. You're too hot right now. You remember when Lennox was telling the DMX, you're too hot. You're Kanye. You're too hot right now. Kanye West is on fire right now. He's going another rhetoric. He's speaking about the powers that be. That's why I'm giving Kanye West so much credit. He's the new Tupac. I am a firm believer that Kanye West is following in Tupac Shakur's steps. He's following Tupac Shakur's lead. Also, Kanye West, you guys know that he speaks to who's that? The GDs, the leader of the GDs was he denounced his leadership. What's the man's name, man? The leader of the GDs, the gangster disciples. You know what I'm saying? Larry Hoover. Now, Larry Hoover, they call him the old man. Larry Hoover is in contact with Kanye West. So Kanye West is a revolutionary. He even speaks to Larry Hoover, trying to get Larry Hoover released. Kanye West is just amazing. Kanye West is amazing. He's a sacrificial lamb, and that's what I am to a certain extent. I'm a sacrificial lamb, but I'm not going to sell myself under the bus like that. No, I ain't going to do it like that. I don't got that Kanye West paper to even be playing around like that. So we're not going to speak about certain things that Kanye West is speaking about, but nonetheless, Kanye West is on a rant. Kanye West is going on a rant right now. Do you hear me? You guys got to go check it out on Instagram. Go on DJ Academic's page. I want to play some of this stuff, but I already know on YouTube is no bueno. That's not going to work. But Kanye West is speaking about Mike Rubin, the billionaire. Somebody, he said, yo, fuck Mike Rubin. I'm going to punch. He said, he going to punch him in the shit. He said, I'll punch that nigga in the shit. Talking shit about Mike Rubin. You know he's pissed off with Meek Mill because Meek Mill's hanging around Mike Rubin. A lot of people, it doesn't sit well that Meek Mill's hanging around these billionaires. And I don't know why they're ridiculing Meek Mill. You know what they say? You got one finger pointing at you, point one finger at somebody, there's three pointing right back at you. You know what they say? So a lot of people are trying to ridicule Meek Mill. They're taking the opportunity to send shots at Meek Mill because Meek Mill, a lot of people want to be in Meek Mill's spot. Let's just be honest. Call a spade a spade. A lot of people would love to hang around Mike Rubin, the former owners of the 76ers. A lot of people would love to hang around that billionaire white man. Trust me, a lot of people. So it doesn't sit well that this man, that Meek Mill's living that lifestyle. But come on, man, let Meek Mill live. Let him live. Now, Kanye West, he might have a horse in that race. You know, Kanye West really wants everybody's support. Even if he has to denounce who you rolling with. Even if he knows that you're allies with somebody, he's still going to attack you for being allies with that person because you're not in his favor. You don't support him. And we know how people take the opportunity to throw jabs at Kanye. So Kanye is very vengeful. Obviously, Kanye is not going to let anything slide, all right? So he's taking notes. He's watching everybody that's up against him. All right. So Kanye West, if you guys go on DJ Academics, you're gonna hear Kanye West going on a rant. He's speaking about the powers again. He's speaking about the Jews. He's speaking about the elites. He's speaking about the French owning 40 to 60% of Africa, something like that, to that degree. Don't quote me on that, but they own a big percentage. Mike helped Meek get out of jail. Mike Rubin. Facts though. You know what I mean? So if the man helped the man get out of jail, I see Kanye. Sometimes Kanye West, sometimes he be reaching because he has a horse in the race. It's not everything that comes out of his mouth is gold. You gotta understand. He does have a hidden agenda at times with certain shit. He has an ego, and that's kind of why I like him too. Because guess what? 48 laws of power don't ever be perceived as perfect. Kanye West is emotional. That's why I kind of like that. I like about Kanye West. You see people that have emotions and stuff like that sometimes they get out of character. That shows me that you cannot script everything that you do. Some people are so cliche. They say the most politically correct shit. Kanye West always is stepping outside the boundaries of politically correct. That's how you know he's speaking genuine from his heart. So sometimes, even though he's saying some shit that I might not agree with, I see the genuineness in him, the authenticity in him. I see that in Kanye West. That's why I like when Kanye West speaks up. You right, P. P the bully, boy, you smart, homie. P bully, you smart, homie. I ain't gonna lie to you, smart, dog. So with that being said, shout out to Kanye West, and shout out to Meek Mill. I seen Meek Mill, he gave a speech today. I think he helped with something with probation. He's changing the rules of probation. I don't know if that just applies in Philly, but Meek Mill was seeing he got teary-eyed. Since we're on Meek Mill, that's a segue. Meek Mill got teary-eyed today. Speaking about this, Meek Mill said when he's speaking about gun reform and he's changing the landscape with probation, because you know Meek Mill was on 10 years probation, some ridiculous probation, right? Meek Mill had to go through all this. He had to be drug